So I think it goes without saying that I consider myself pretty lucky and pretty fortunate. I was able to get a PS5 on launch day, and I've had it ever since, obviously. But there's one thing that's not so great about the PS5. While it is flying off the shelves like hotcakes, it is not a hot cake itself. But, as you can tell, I've fixed that or changed that. It's up to you whether you like it or not, but we're just going to discuss how I changed my PlayStation 5 from white to matte black. Very simple, very easy, very quick. So let's just dive right in. So pretty much straight after the PlayStation 5 launched, there was demand for PS5 replacement shells. D-Brand announced that they were going to make some, and then a lot of other companies decided to follow suit. Or, arguably, come first. Now these are not D-Brand dark plates. They are in fact from an Australian company called OzPlay Accessories. Obviously, once again, not sponsored, but I wanted to grab myself a pair because I just thought it could look really cool. After receiving a few emails because they were delayed, it's pretty apparent they're just coming from China, which is fine. But I do think you could potentially just buy the same shells off AliExpress, which at the start could have been quicker, but probably now that they've got some stock in Australia, it's not going to be that hard to buy them and get them to your door pretty quickly. So because of delays with shipping, OzPlay Accessories ended up sending mine, along with a lot of other customers, their faceplates directly from the factory in China. That meant it just came in a plain cardboard box that says faceplates. I've actually seen this one on the internet in other countries like America, which leads me to, again, think that they are just coming from the same places you can buy them off, like AliExpress or something. But that's not necessarily a bad thing because, you're buying it through an Australian company. They have refund policies, they have all that. So the quality control is going to be a little bit better, potentially. So they come packaged in this plain brown box. And then once you open the box, there is one of the faceplates on top in a plastic cover, and then some foam, and then the other faceplate down below. To be honest, I would have preferred some more protection in the box. There was no foam covering the top or the bottom, and I mean, they did come from China all the way to Australia, but luckily there was no damage, and I mean, it is what it is. It's just plastic. When I bought these, I was a little bit worried about what the fit and finish would end up looking like. I didn't want my PlayStation to look cheap. And I was worried that because they were just coming from a factory in China, and they were fairly cheap and they're not official Sony products, they might not look all that good. I mean, obviously, like, they haven't got the little X's and Y's and O's, but apart from that, it looks pretty much stock. Quality feels good. I mean, the flex is the same. They're pretty thick. And yeah, I mean, I would say they're pretty close in comparison to Sony's original ones anyway. So to put them on the PlayStation, it's fairly simple. I'm sure you've seen other videos demonstrating it. I'm still going to show what it looks like, but really all you do is you pull up and then away. The PlayStation is designed to be opened, so it really isn't that hard at all. I did end up scuffing my PlayStation a tiny bit just from being a little bit too aggressive, but to be honest, it's probably going to happen to a lot of people. You've always got faceplates on it, so it doesn't really matter in that sense, and I'm not probably going to sell it anyway. So as far as modifications go, I think this one is a really solid option. It's really simple, it's really easy to do, it doesn't do any damage to the actual PlayStation, doesn't void any sort of warranties, the faceplates are designed to come off. So if you're looking at modifying your PlayStation and you're not really sure about how to start, I think this is a really good option. I wouldn't go touching or modifying my original faceplates. That is something I'm not too keen on, just in case I wanted to sell the PlayStation later in the future. And also it could turn out really ugly. But in general, I think this one turned out really well. So I think overall this PlayStation looks a lot better. It just suits my entertainment unit better, and it suits probably a lot of people's entertainments better. I mean, it just matches every other PlayStation that's ever come out. So if you're looking at modifying your PlayStation, it's a really simple way to go. I would recommend it. And, you can buy these ones from OzPlay Accessories. I'll link that down below. But if you want to buy any of them, I'm sure the ones you could buy off AliExpress are probably just as good. Obviously, the downside of AliExpress is shipping times can be a nightmare. And hopefully, now that they've started sending them out, there's going to be some local stock and you'll be able to get these really fast. But yeah, if you like this video, please do hit the like button and subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you next time.